What is up, guys? Today I am making a video on this one product that made me over $11,500 in sales in just 30 days. So let's go ahead and give you a breakdown, kind of show you how it works, how I was able to do this, and most importantly, how you guys can replicate the same formula so that you can continue to find products like this within your business and make a lot of money. So let's get right into it. As we can see, this was an on-running shoe. I have sold quite a bit of this specific size, this color, although I've sold multiple different colors. I have multiple different places where I'm buying it for cheaper, but just for the sake of analogy, in this video, I'm going to be going over one specific size and color that I was selling, and that was the size 11. As we can see here, this is my revenue just on this one product, in case you don't believe me, over $11,500. So first things first, let's go ahead and take a look at the data and make sure this is a product that you sort of understand why it was even profitable in the first place and the main factors you should be looking at. So this is Keepa. If you don't know, this is a $19 a month software. And so essentially this gives us so much different data on the product, the price history over time. We can see this green chart, which is the sales rank, which is essentially telling us how fast the item is selling on Amazon. Down here, we can see the offer count, meaning how many other sellers are on this listing. So first thing I noticed right off the bat, this is a very stable product. There are obviously slight fluctuations in price over the past 3 months, but for the most part, it's been very consistent at least $150. So we know that worst case, we will most likely be able to sell this item, even if it falls a little bit in price, at around the $150 range. So as long as we can get it profitably, we do not need to worry too much about the stability of the price. Next, we look at the sales rank. Typically, I'm aiming for sales rank of 150,000 or below, just because I know that anything with 150,000 sales rank or lower is going to be a somewhat fast seller. Just a general rule of thumb, the lower the sales rank, the faster the item is selling for an item on Amazon. So in this case, we'll notice it was selling quite a bit faster back when I was selling this in March and February. Now it's up a bit towards the 120 to 150 sales rank. Another thing you'll notice is that depending on the item, so for example, if we're looking at a seasonal item, sometimes the sales rank will fluctuate pretty immensely, and that's just because, if you're shopping for pools, obviously the most demand for pools is going to be in the summer, so the sales rank is going to be much lower in summer than in winter when not many people are shopping for pools, unless you're living in fucking Mexico or chilling on the beach, which, is pretty great. I hope to one day be doing that. But yeah, the sales rank here overall looks really good, especially back when I was selling it. As far as competition goes, there is around 5 sellers on this at the moment. It got up to around 11, 12 sellers, but overall, not much competition relative to the sales rank. One thing to keep in mind also, guys, is that if you're not familiar with Amazon, you may not know this, but even if there are other people selling the exact same product as you, it really doesn't matter because Amazon has what's called a buy box. So if I were to click add to cart and buy this exact shoe at, let's say, 3:30 p.m. my time, it could be coming from a totally different seller than at like 5:30 or 6 p.m. So even if there are multiple sellers on a listing, as long as you are priced competitively, everybody is going to get sales. And we can actually see that in Keepa. We can go to data and then buy box statistics and see which sellers are getting which share of the buy box. So my thing is being super laggy right now. I have no clue why, but we can see right now there's 5 to 6 sellers and 4 of them are getting a pretty good share of buy box. I'm guessing the other seller is just not really priced fairly, and so he's just not getting sales. But anyways, let's kind of give you a breakdown of where I was buying this product, how much I was paying for it, how much I was netting after shipping, Amazon fees, everything like that. So as we can see, I was actually getting this product for $80 on sale from Fit to Run. So right now it's sold out, but back when I was buying it, it obviously was not sold out because I was buying it. But I bought hundreds of pairs of this shoe, right? And as you can see, even within a month, I sold over 75 units. And so, yeah, I was paying $80. We can see right now they're priced at 155. And the cool part about SellerAmp, we can see how much we're netting in profit after all of our fees, Amazon fees, the shipping price, everything like that. So typically the fees are 15% to sell on Amazon. Then I did FBA, so you also have to pay an FBA fee. If you don't know, FBA is just when you send all of your items to Amazon and Amazon ships them to the customer with Amazon Prime. So you do have to pay a fee for that, but it's super nice because you just send all of your items to Amazon and then it's done for. They ship out each individual order to the customer. They deal with customer service. Literally all of that shit is taken care of by Amazon. We had my inbound shipping. Shipping is a lot cheaper when you're doing FBA just because as an Amazon seller, you're not paying the same amount for shipping as, let's say, if you were to just go and ship a gift to your friend or something like that. So super clutch, not paying much in shipping. But yeah, this is a breakdown of all of the fees. So as we can see, I was getting these for $80. So I was making around a 53% return on investment, buying hundreds of pairs, and I was making 42.64 after fees and everything like that, which is how I was able to sell 75 units and make a very healthy profit. And so, yeah, guys, overall, amazing product. Looking back, one thing I noticed, I should have bought much more quantity because I wouldn't have mind having 3 to 6 months worth of supply for this type of item. Because if we're going to be selling around 50 to 100 units in a month, just an item like this can make us 2, 3,000 a month in profit. And so really your goal as an Amazon seller is to be finding as many of these products per month as you can possibly. And keep in mind, there are different ways you can get this for profitability. You could be buying them from distributor. You could be doing what's called online arbitrage, which is what I was doing, where you're buying items that are on sale and then just selling it for retail price on Amazon. And the truth is, there are hundreds of thousands of products just like this that you can be finding consistently. I've made other videos in the past kind of breaking down how I'm able to find items like this consistently. But yeah, guys, overall, this item did super fucking well. Looking back, like I said, definitely wish I bought more units. Even being in the game for 3 years, I can still be kind of dumb sometimes and be a little shallow and not going deep on as products as I should be, even though all of the data looks good. So yeah, guys, that's just kind of a quick example of a winning product that made me over $3,000 in profit in a month. That I will definitely be looking to buy more of once the item is back in stock. Maybe finding distributors. I do have distributors that sell me different shoes and different items. But yeah, guys, enough yapping for me. Hope you got some value out of this video. Long story short, always be looking at the data on Keepa, making sure everything looks good, making sure the sales volume is good, making sure there's not too much competition, making sure the price is stable, making sure that we are profiting even after fees and shipping and everything like that. And as long as you are doing those things on all of your items, you should have no issues hitting 10K a month and buying inventory that will be stable and that will make you profit. So, yeah, guys, like I said, enough yapping from me. Make sure to subscribe. Check out my Instagram in the bio. I documented my whole journey from the time I started this business in 2022 to where I'm at today. So, yeah, guys, I will see you in the next one. Peace.